Hey, it's me. Look, I figured out a camera. It's my phone. Um, wow. And we're live. Cool. I'm really bored if you can't tell. My other plans were just to rip my cart and veg out, and I decided, probably not the best idea to do that. Uh, yeah. Yeah. I'm really bored. Um, I just went, let's see, what have I done today? I have woken up. I've rotted for a little while. Helped my sister put some things up on her walls that she got on her trip. She just got back from Switzerland, which was really cool. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, I went downtown to visit a family that I'm gonna dog sit for this weekend. Sweet. Pretty sweet gig. It's a pretty cool little apartment downtown Seattle. Incredible view of the Space Needle. Um, let's see. That's about it. Oh, uh, my microphone stand has been having some performance issues, but we do what we can. Um, I really haven't been doing a whole lot recently. Um, let's see. I've just been working in my garage day and night. Oh, I have to turn the AC on. It's too hot. Oh, my AC is frozen. My AC is kid cool. Yo, guess what? What's up, man? Long time no see. No way. Dude, how are you? What are you doing in here, man? I'm just doing this for myself. I'm really bored. Oh, boy. Um, how are you doing, kid cool? Dude, you just moved. Where'd you move to? If you don't mind me asking. Um, oh, you know what? I wonder if I still have that chat TTS. You moved to Dallas? God damn. What are you doing in Dallas, man? Sick. TTS. Twitch TTS. I do. Open. No way. Chat messages will appear here. No way. Sweet. That's cool, man. I bet it's really hot right there, right now. There, right now. Ugh. Yes, very much. Wow. I don't like that. I'm turning that off. um, yeah. I've been moving around too. I moved to school across the country. Um, and now I moved back because I'm not going back to that school. Uh, fuck no. But yeah, man, moving's stressful. I don't envy you. I remember, God, no working air is kind of crazy, especially in Dallas and in the summer. That's fucked. I'm really sorry, man. Um, but let's see. I moved back. I'm not going back to that school. Yo, don't go to Worcester Polytechnic Institute. I'm telling you, bro. Fuck that place. Um, Many reasons for that, but yeah. we've got some smoke in the air today. It's we got some pretty bad wildfires here. It's annoying because it's so hot outside and it's so nice, but you can't really go outside or else you'll be like smoking a pack of cigarettes, and I don't only do that when I'm drunk. Um, but yeah, dude, I was not expecting anyone to join this chat or join this stream at all. My bad. I was just kind of doing this because I was really bored and I wanted to document what I'm doing with my life, trying to keep myself motivated to keep doing things in the future. Probably not Twitch stream, but yeah. What have you been up to, Kid Cool? I feel like the last time we chatted was years ago. Like years ago. Wow, my baseball team just lost 11-0. Your name seemed familiar, so I joined. Yeah, I mean, I streamed during COVID and a little bit after COVID. I remember, I think we played on like a Minecraft Disney server or something. I don't really know. Um, but yeah, no, I've kind of not streamed since then. I went outside, touched grass. Um, is that the Revert Live? Yes. I'm so bored. I'm so bored. uh yeah. Um That's funny. What summer does to a motherfucker. Yeah, man. Well, I've been really busy up until this week. I've got nothing to do this week. Um Not much, man. What's up with you? Let's see. What have I been up to? I've been rebuilding a car. So I've been engine swapping a Porsche 944 in my garage all summer long. I know that was such a random interaction, but that's how I remember you. Um, yeah, I know it's been a lot of work. We're LS swapping this car, so the four cylinder that's coming out of this car, um, made about 130 horsepower new, um, but it was from the 80s and it wasn't making that anymore. So we decided, let's multiply that by six. So the engine that's in there now, I think I have a photo. I can pull up a photo. Um, it's making about 650 horsepower, twin turbo, big or small block V8. Um, I will not be streaming myself doing that because you'll just hear a bunch of profanities and me and my friend just touching each other. What? Is it gonna be mine? No, it's actually Ted's. If you know Ted. But the amount of money I've sunk into this car, it's basically like half mine. Let me pull up a photo. The big way, indeed. This is what it looked like a few days ago. Will this work? Yay! This is the car. It's in a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a mess right now. The hood is not going back on it. No, Asa's not working on it. I have that guy blocked on everything. Yeah. Yeah. Um, but yeah, no, this has been nothing. He's just like a stalker. He stalks everyone to the point where it's like insane. Now I've never really been close with Asa. He's been close with me. Um, looks slow. You know what? Shut the fuck up. This thing's making 650 horsepower in a car that weighs less than 2,000 pounds. It is not slow. But it doesn't have any airbags or any safety systems. So I've the project I'm working on right now is I'm building a roll cage for this car, which is a pain in the ass, and I'm putting in 4-point safety harnesses and racing seats because it kind of needs it just to be safe. The only thing keeping it not street legal right now is the fact that it doesn't have headlights on. So I'm also working on a thing for that. But yeah, here. Let me pull up photos of us getting this engine out. Um, it's been a long process. We started this in May. Um, Here, look at this. This is my friend Ted. This is us with the engine crane. We got really bored. Yeah. Um, but just use Monster Energy cans to make the roll cage. I would, but like it's honestly cheaper to just buy aluminum or like steel pipes. Surprisingly, but we've got definitely gone through a lot of that to make sure that this is all running. We've gone through so much caffeine and so many trips to Costco. Um, what am I doing? Yeah, this is us getting the engine out. Um, Took a while. So that's me over there. That's Ted. This is whose car it is. These are my friends, Lucas and Teo. Um, and this is Joelle, my Ted's girlfriend. So my first year of college, it went all right. Like, I definitely do not recommend WPI to anyone else. I'm not going back. I'm taking this semester off. I'm doing community college courses, then I'm applying to schools for spring semester. I had a it was pretty miserable school wise, but I really liked my fraternity. I made a lot of good friends there. However, for a school of uh yeah, I could use some tequila. Oh, actually, I wonder if I have. I don't think Twitch will condone. Nobody's watching. It doesn't matter. Do I have it? No, I finished my. I had a handle of Tito's in my closet, and it's now gone. My sister's been chiefing my shit. Um, but yeah, no, WPI was interesting. I went in aerospace engineering major. Quickly realized that probably wasn't for me. uh, it's got its door off now. It's less sticky, I'd say. My dogs just sleep in there when there's like fireworks or thunder or Blue Angels go by. I know. I haven't been live since like 2021. That's why. Um, but yeah, WPI was bad. I had a nightmare of a roommate. That's a story. His name was Fat. Phat. Um, and the winter was rough. Cramming, so the way WPI works is like your terms are, yeah, I know. Is the terms are 7 weeks long, so they cram everything you need for a class into 7 weeks. So Fat, I can tell a story about Fat. He's an international student from Thailand. So I lived in a suite of six, but we had applied for a suite of five, and we got stuck with a random roommate. Um, so he was, and that was Fat. So the international students showed up a week before everyone else, just to get situated and accumulated, or like, I don't know the word. And I show up on move-in day at like 10 in the morning. I'm like thinking I'm gonna be like the first person there. Get there, doors locked, and he is fast asleep. I was like, oh yeah, he probably just hasn't woken up yet. Nope, he just went to bed. I thought it was like jet lag or something. And no, he's just completely nocturnal. He'd wake up at like 6 p.m., go to bed at 7 in the morning. He took all of his classes online, and he never was awake when the dining halls were open. So he just DoorDash Outback Steakhouse to our dorm room every single night. Um, he refused, like, he hated low lighting. He would turn off all of, like, the lamps in our dorm, and that's your summer sleep schedule. During the summer, it's fair, but when you're in school, like, I don't think he went to a single one of his classes his first semester. He just had them all recorded, and he just did them at night. Never left the dorm, never cleaned his sheets. Um, he would wake up at 6 p.m., lock himself in our bathroom for 2 hours. You could hear him jerking off in there, taking a 30-second shower, going back at it again. Went to bed I know. I wish I had that kind of money too. I went to bed at 3 last night. Yo, best promotion at streamboot.org. Cool. Um. Anyways, so we'd be jerking off, leave the bathroom at like 8, come back into my room, jerk off again. Here, let me show a photo of what he looks like when he's sleeping. Don't ask why I have photos of him sleeping. You'll understand when you see it. You should have gone to Streamer University. I think I'd rather kill myself. That sounds like hell. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, some of those kids in that were like really stupid. Like really stupid. Oh, where's my photo? I have a classic photo that I showed everyone. Here you go. This is how he slept. So this is his bed. My bed is this right, or like right here. I'm still sitting. I don't even know what's on this dude. But yeah, no, he slept like Saddam Hussein's hiding spot. It gets worse. It gets worse. Yeah. So he, I try to get to know him, right? He refuses to talk to me. He refuses to talk to anyone. We ask him out to dinner for like the first weekend just to get to know him because we couldn't get in contact with him all summer long. Refuses, says he's busy. We ask him every single weekend afterwards, the entire year long. No, he spoke English. He spoke English. I know how he learned English as well. I'll get to that. Actually, no, I'll get to that now. I'm jumping around. So he learns English. Yes, actually, it was, but it wasn't like porn. It was smut. He would jerk off. No, he would jerk off to smut on his laptop in size like 50 font. I never saw him watch porn once. Actually, no, he discovered it in spring, I think. But no, it was just smut. And he'd be like, ah, ah, and like jumping in and out of bed and touching himself with all of us in the room. And we're like, all right, this guy's fucking weird, but he's also autistic, so we're going to cut him some slack here. Yes. I answered your question. We think that's that. More than me, yes. It gets worse. And like I had told all of my friends and like people I knew about him. And they were like, "Oh, I want to meet him." And I was like, "I don't know if he'll like that." He refused to speak to anyone, especially women. Cuz my roommate, I was in a room of 3 and there was another room of 3. My roommate always had his girlfriend over. And I mean, she basically lived in our dorm. She was chill. Yeah, no, she was great. She baked us cookies all the time. She was the only one that gave me a Valentine's Day gift. It was quite nice. Don't I refuse to speak to women too? No, I'm the opposite. um, you're funny. You're funny. But no, so one night I had a girl over, and I like okayed it with all my roommates, saying, "Hey, I'm having a girl over to sleep over," and like they'd all know she'd been around. They all knew her, and everything was okay. We would go to bed. She wakes up in the middle of the night to him standing over my bed, staring at us sleeping. What a question. Yes. Not there though. Not in that room because he will never leave that room. So that becomes a big issue. So I send a text to my RA. Oh yeah, he loved that. He loved that shit. Like he would like sit up anytime my roommate's girlfriend would like kiss him. He was fucking creepy. I was roommate like he was bad. He had like ants all over his bed because he never washed his sheets, and like there was food trash like in the photo I showed. This one, like there's food trash on his desk. It was there when we moved in, and it was there when I moved out. And he talked like this. He had a super high voice. And yeah, we were so tempted to like the amount of meetings we had with RAs and dean of housing, dean of safety, because like this became like a sexual assault thing. He got Title IX. He was put into like mandatory counseling, but he never went to that. And so I sent this text to my RA being like, "Hey, this is what's happening." Um, yeah, no, that's preferable. I would have preferred that, Ducky. Um, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna have like a big meeting, Knights of the Round Table. We all sit in this big conference room with like the dean of housing, everyone." And they read off this text to his face, and he just goes, "I have a problem," and that's it. They're like, "All right, well, you agreed to this roommate contract, so you better keep up your end of the bargain." He's like, okay, haha. And he just continued being himself. And like, I slept right next to him every single night. I eventually just moved to my fraternity, like just crashed on people's couches because I was so sick of being in that room. It was miserable. But we finally got him to agree to go out to dinner with us last weekend of the school year. Um, yeah, I wish, but he never put his key on a keychain, so he would always just have it in his hand. Um, yeah, he had one outfit. The one thing I do appreciate, he cleaned his clothes because he had one outfit and he would clean it every single night. Um, and it was always full long underwear. No, he didn't smell. Everything around him smelled, but he didn't smell. To be fair, I never really got close enough to smell him, so I don't really know. Um, no, he didn't believe in deodorant or anything like that. Uh, yeah, no, it's not good to have an unhygienic roommate. I will say, I don't recommend it. I will be living in an apartment in the future, or yeah. Anyways, oh, that's rough. What was that? Oh yeah. So we bring him out to dinner. We bring him to Thai time because he's Thai, and we wanted him to like. We paid for his food, whatever. Like we just wanted to get to know him a little bit before we left. So I'm like talking to him. I'm like, "Hey, Fat, do you have any like siblings or something like that?" He's like, "Oh yeah, three." I'm like, "Oh, how old are they?" Yeah, that's true. He did use that session, but then he would just continue to jerk off in the room with all of us in there afterwards. Um. Anyways, we're I'm asking him like, so he has three siblings. I'm like, how old are they? And he's like, oh, my age. I'm like, what do you mean? He's an identical quadruplet. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's like 1 in 5 million, I'm pretty sure. It's fucking insane. And they're all fucking Thai royalty. His family owns like the largest paint supplier in Thai, and they're all like knighted or whatever. Thailand, sorry. Yeah, no. And they all their names start with P. It's weird. Oh shit, your phone froze. But yeah, no, that's fat. The other thing. So during the winter months, he never left his bed because you saw that was his only blanket, and he was always so cold. Even though like we had the heat on, sometimes I would open the window just to fuck with him. Um, but yeah, I do too. It got way too hot in our dorm room, so I'd open the window, and it was chill because everyone was chill with it. He wouldn't say anything, so I don't know if he was chill with it. But he developed pneumonia from lying down in his bed 24/7 for like a month straight. And he had bed sores, and he was just like coughing and shit. It was bad. Well, yeah, I had heat. We had the worst winter here ever in Worcester ever, or in the past 20 years. Um, we got a lot of snow. It was bad. I learned a very big distinction from getting to go out in the snow and having to go out in the snow this year. Um, we didn't have cooling. The way we controlled our heating was turn it on, and then open the windows if it got too hot. But we didn't have like a thermostat or anything like that. Um, yeah, no. Don't go with a random roommate ever. Fuck that shit. I got stuck with a nightmare roommate. Learned from my mistakes. Um, but yeah. Oh, you're at Denver, right? Denver University. I'm actually thinking of going there, or University of Colorado, Denver. Constant 93 days. Interesting. How do you like DU? That's on my top transfer list. Um, let's see. What else? That's good. Yeah. I mean, that was the other thing about WPI is like it's a school with 5,000 undergrads. Yeah, I bet. Um, however, you only see like maybe 1,000 of them your entire year because nobody leaves their room and they're all just in their dorms 24/7, not socializing, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But I don't think that's the right fit for me. Although there was a very very select minority of people that weren't like that, and all of them were in Greek life. And the only reason you join Greek life at an engineering school is like, oh, you want that social interaction. So that's what I did. I rushed Teak, joined Teak. Um, love those guys. Those are some of my closest friends. And I'm gonna miss them dearly. But I figured staying at a school just because you like the fraternity is not. It's not that smart. Yeah, no. WPI had no like teams or any like school passion. It kind of acts that. There's a whole drama with the head of school or the president or whatever. Nobody likes her. She's just made everything super expensive and cut a bunch of awesome programs. And like the reason I joined the school was for project based learning and shit. And then they cut that the year I joined, so it wasn't really what I liked. Yeah. Did you go to any parties, Ducky? Let's see. Wait, can I pull up a video of one of our basement at our fraternity? Um, let's see. Like two or three. How'd you like them? WPI was interesting because like we're the only school nearby with Greek life, but there's also um, Holy Cross, Clark, Smith. Um, there's another all girls school. But anyways, everyone would come to the WPI parties. It was really fun. We'd average like over 1,000 people at our parties, which was pretty cool. It's also like that's where I was gonna be living next year, and it was kind of a lot. But without friends, it's low-key weird. Yeah, no, I get that 100%. Um, I would not want to go to a party alone. The only parties I really went to were the ones we hosted. I didn't really like going to other frat parties. Um, oh, the other thing about Fat, he never cut his nails. They were so fucking long. They were like talons. It was scary. Is this what? Is this what I want? No, I don't know what that is. Wait, is this properties? Broadcast stream mix. Okay. The son from Monsters University? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I haven't seen Monsters University in years, so I actually have no idea who you're talking about. But I believe you. Where is this video? My friend getting my friends to go is weird because age gaps. Uh, yeah, no, that's fair. How's powerlifting? That sounds fun. Go to a gay club. Yeah, that's the other thing. There's no fucking Worcester is a dead city. It's the largest, second largest city in New England, but there's nothing going on. It's just like YN stealing dirt bikes and like e-bikes, and that's it. 15 years. Yeah, yeah, that's a pretty big age gap, my friend. Oh, I had an interesting age gap story as well. So I'm multitasking here, not my strong suit. Um, is this it? Hello? Oh yeah, this is it. Um, oh yeah, that's awesome. I like a good road trip. I drove my car across the country over winter break with a girl, and then she like broke things off when we got back. So I just paid for a trip for her. It was great. Um, Other Airbnb was canceled in half. Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, I should have left her in like Colorado, like Kansas. Oh, that was a horrible drive driving through Kansas. Um, can you hear that? Just making sure. I should have left her. I should have. She actually, I got no speeding tickets the entire trip. When she was driving my car, she did. Pissed me off. Anyways, this is what our, this is our basement. I made those lights. It was pretty cool. It was fun to make all those like DMX controlled adjustable RGB lights. That was fun. But our basement would just get so hot, and that was not fun. The cops here are cool. I was doing 16 to 40, and he pulled up next to me, and he told me to slow down and drove off. No, that's chill. That's awesome. Way more put together than yours. I doubt it. I mean, WPI is like very strict about parties. I'm glowing. Um, and like there's certain rules and regulations, like you need to be ID'd to get in. Um, and then like there's like the IFC has to come through at some point during the party, and we're not allowed to serve drinks during that time. Also, like it's free to get in. It has to be free to get in, and we have to provide all drinks. So on average, spending like, me too, man. I don't even know if it's still up. On average, spending like $2,000 to $3,000 per party on just alcohol, coming out of our pockets, which isn't coming from our dues because our dues aren't allowed to cover that. So it's an other fund. It's another fund that we have to put towards, which kind of sucked. Um, but yeah, what else was I? I was gonna show something else. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. Oh, right, my age gap story. Um, my age gap story. So our we had our like frat formal, or like our winter formal. It's called it's called RCB, or Red Carnation Ball. I'm not gonna do that because she was not a baddie. I know parties weren't small, probably like 300, 400 max, but mostly because there were multiple a night. Yeah, no, there's 12 fraternities at our school, and like half of them were sober, so there wasn't a whole lot of competition. But here I'll show you some photos from our frat formal, and I'll explain my story. Here's me. Uh, here's me again. Here's me again. Here's me again. So this is my formal date. So I had just broken things off with that girl that I went on the road trip with or whatever. And I was like, I'd already bought 2 tickets to our formal, which were like $55 each. And I was like, hey, anyone need an extra ticket? I have one. And my friend was like, no, 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 bring my friend. Bring my friend. She wants to come. He's a senior, by the way. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, as a date or just as friends? She's like, no, 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 like a date, like a date. I'm like, okay. She's Greek, actually. Um, Anyways, so I'm like, all right, can I like meet her first or whatever? So I go over to their apartment, and we're playing, and we like play this game where all the lights are off. It's kind of like Among Us, but in real life. I forget what it's called. Bodies, bodies, bodies. And there's like a murderer, and all the lights are off, so you're just stumbling around in the dark in this apartment, and there are like 20 of us in this apartment just playing this game, drinking and shit. And I get there, and she's there, and she's like, "Hi, Oliver. Here's my boyfriend." And he's like an exec member of like our rival fraternity, Theta Chi. And it turns out she's the sweetheart for this fraternity. So like she's on their composite. She's like been dating this guy since they were in freshman year. She's always around that fraternity. I'm like, this does not seem like a date. Yes. I'm like, all right. And the entire time we're playing this game, this guy's just like egoing the shit out of me. I'm like, well, I don't know what I did to you. And anyways, so that happens. Go home. Next weekend. It's our Red Carnation Ball. Meet up, get blasted before the pregame. Then we get to the house. We're having a blast. These are some of my brothers. There's me, drunk as a skunk. And she's like being all weird. And so we get to the venue. It was at this place called Polar Park. It's where like the minor league baseball team, the Woo Sox, play. And it's just a nice venue. We're drinking a lot. We have a blast, right? Winter ball was a blast. Towards the end of the night, like, she's like, "Hey, I need your number to add you to the shared photos album." And I'm like, "My friend Nick has my number." And she's like, No, I'm creating it. I need your number." I'm like, "All right." So I give her my number, thinking nothing of it. Next night, she starts texting me, asking me about my life. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I like respond very dryly. And I'm like, "This is odd." However, she continues to text me every night until like 3 a.m. for weeks. And like, I don't respond at night. And I'm like, all right, I don't know what the fuck she's doing, but I'll respond with something dry in the morning. I see them all come in, I don't respond. I think nothing of it. Then one night, she's out at a bar, or like bar crawling. She does. With her friends. Because she's 23. And I get a FaceTime call. I'm like, why is Mariana FaceTiming me? Oop, name drop. And she's FaceTiming me. Oh, auto mod hid your chat. How do I agree. And she's running through the streets of Worcester in a snowstorm by herself at night. And she's like, "Open your door. I'm coming in." Yeah, no, it was kind of crazy. And I was like, "I will let you into the lobby." Because she was like drunk as fuck. And she's like, "Fine, whatever." So I let her into the lobby. She's just like lying on the ground. And I'm like, "Do you need anything? Do you need water? Like, what are you doing here?" And she's like, "I hate you for not being around here the past few years. I hate you for not being here before I had a boyfriend. You deserve so much better than me." I'm like, "What the fuck are you saying?" Like, I was just taken aback. And I was like, clearly she's very drunk. Yeah. This was the party. Oh, look what I got in Worcester. A Rainier. Those who know. That traveled all the way across the country. Yeah, she hated that I was in high school or whatever. So weird. I'm like, all right, Mariana, you need to chill out. I'm going to grab you some water. So I leave her in the lobby, use the key card to get into the dorm hall part of it, because like my lobby's public because there's like a Starbucks or whatever. Go back to my room, grab a bottle of water, and come back. And when I open the door to my dorm, like leaving, she's sitting right outside. Because she used to be an RA, and they have unlimited access to all the different key cards for all the different residence halls because of that. Scared the shit out of me, so she's just sitting outside my door, still saying this shit. She's repeating it over and over and over again. She's like, "I hate you for not being around. You should have been here. I don't want you to feel like I'm leading you on, but I really, really care about you." And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So it gets to the point where I'm like, all right, I need to get her home or whatever. So, and then her friends start calling me. I'm like, "Hey," and they're like, "Hey, are you with Mariana?" I'm like, "Yeah, she's really drunk. I'm trying to get her home." And she's like, and they're like, No. Bring her to Theta Chi, where her boyfriend lives." And I'm like, cool. So I start walking her over to Theta Chi. And she's still saying this shit super loud because she's like drunk as a skunk. She doesn't have any control of her volume. So she's saying this shit super loud, repeatedly outside of Theta Chi. And her boyfriend's sitting on the steps waiting for her. And I'm like, "Maria, you need to shut the fuck up. Your boyfriend's over there." And she's like, I don't care. I'm like, all right, you need have a good night. I'm leaving you here. You can walk the rest of your way. And I say, I say what up to the guy. And I'm like, "Good night." And he just like walks inside. I think that's that. Yeah, she was. Later that night, I continue to get texts from her saying, "Hey, thanks for helping out earlier. That meant a lot to me." I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And then like 30 minutes later, I get a text. My boyfriend saw our texts. You mean your texts? I'm not texting you back. I'm responding with a thumbs up or cool. That's awesome. How old are you? That type of shit. And she says, I probably should stop texting you. And I'm like, yep, that sounds like a great plan. Anyways, I think that's it. I'm not a big blocker person. I thought she was just going to stop texting me. However, that weekend, it was like our midwinter break, kind of. Like we had like a spring break, but it was early and it was just a week long. And her plan was to go with my friend Nick, who introduced us. That friend group was all going to Cancun without her boyfriend. I'm like, great, cool, have a great trip, whatever. When they land in Cancun, I get a text saying, hey, I'm drunk at a bar right now. I don't respond. She texts me the next day. Does this bikini look good on me? Shut the fuck up. Why are you texting me this shit? You're gonna get me killed. I'm like, Mariana, you should stop texting me. And she's like, you're right. And then I block her. I mean, there was more to that. Like, there was multiple nights of her just texting me drunk at a bar. And then I think nothing of it. I block her on everything. Like, I exclude myself from this. I think 2 weeks later, we're back at school, and it was one of Nick's roommates' like birthdays, and they were throwing like a big birthday party in their apartment, and I'm invited. And they're all old as fuck, like they're 23 and up. So they send me an Evite link to this birthday party, and I can see who's like RSVP'd yes, and I see Mariana and her boyfriend RSVP'd yes, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to this shit. I'll have a blast. I'll get drunk on a Thursday night. I get there, the birthday girl's there, and Mariana's there, and they both have espresso martinis in their hands, and they just go, drink. I'm like, all right, I'll drink. Yeah, she was definitely trying to groom me. So I get blasted, because, and then I was handed like a twisted tea, took some shots, whatever. And her boyfriend isn't there, but she is. And I'm like meeting all these people for the first time because they're all seniors about to graduate. I'm just, hey, I'm this freshman that lives in Seattle, and I went to high school with this kid who's graduating. And all of a sudden, like, I'm holding my phone and my wallet in my hand, drunk as fuck. Suddenly it's ripped out of my hand. I see Mariana running away with it. I'm like chasing her down to go get my shit back. She runs into Nick's bedroom, closes the door behind us, and just starts trying to make out with me. And I like push her off me. I'm like, Mariana, what the fuck are you doing? You have a boyfriend. You're in a small apartment building with 40 other people. What are you doing? Like, I'm drunk, but I'm not that drunk. I got your phone. Yeah, literally that. I got fucking baited into a room and got low-key assaulted, but it's whatever. So then we both leave the room, but because it's a tiny-ass apartment, and it's a big room for 2 people, and there's 40 other people in this tiny apartment, a bunch of people see us leave this room together. And then it gets posted on Fizz. If you don't know what Fizz is, it's like one of those like college, like, it's kind of like Reddit or like something like that, but it's just for our school. I wake up in the morning to Teak Freshie made out with the Theta Chi sweetheart at a party last night. Then I got a text from Mariana saying, deny everything. I was like, deny what? I didn't do shit. So I'm like, that's your problem to figure out. No, it wasn't a text. It was an email because I had her blocked on everything. So she emailed me to my school email. So I think nothing of it. I'm like, all right, this is clearly someone rage baited, posted this or whatever. That's what people are going to think. But no one thought that. And especially not the boyfriend. Because I like wake up, I'm going to breakfast at Starbucks in my dorm building. And I get there and the kid's waiting. And he's like, I cannot believe you would post some shit like that. I'm like, I didn't post anything. Why are you spreading all these lies about my girlfriend? I'm like, I'm not spreading shit, dude. I don't talk to people about this. This is just between you and her, man. I like try to dap him up, and he does not like that, and he shoves me to the ground in the middle of a fucking Starbucks. But yeah, and then I like we share a yard with this fraternity, and they're all a bunch of fucking idiots. Um, so they egged our house because of it. They broke our front door, which is like key carded, so it was like a $2,000 repair that I had to fundraise for, and all this shit. And I'm like, I lost a lot of friends because of it, because like Nick, my friend who introduced us, thought I was lying about all this, and I was like, dude, I didn't even post that shit, and I had already talked to him about how Mariana was acting, and he said, yeah, that's really weird. And he's like, no, you're such a liar, like you're a horrible person. I'm like, brother, what in what world would I want to lie about this shit? Like, it is so far fetched and unbelievable that I didn't think I could even make a lie about it. Anyways, so no seniors in that fraternity like me. No one in that fraternity likes me, especially not the seniors. But like, we have like an open door policy with them for our parties, so I'm like on working front door for one of them. And this guy comes up and he's like, "Yeah, you better let me in." I'm like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "I know what you did." It's like, "I don't know what you're talking about, man." And then like he like tries to go in the door. I'm like, "I don't know who you are." So I like keep the door closed, and then he like rips it open, and that's what caused the break. And then like one time I was walking in through our back stairs, and like a kid shoves me down the stairs for no reason. I'm like, ah, oh, my camera's glitching. It's okay. I'm using my phone wirelessly as a camera because I don't have a webcam anymore. Um, but yeah, that's my story about being groomed. Sorry, that took a while. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know what else I'm doing on here, man. Just sharing shit. Uh, and then after that, I got pneumonia and the flu, and I was bedridden for 2 weeks. So I kind of just had an excuse to lay low. But yeah, no. So careful, don't end up with a sweetheart from another fraternity. Um, but yeah, that was an interesting way to start my freshman year. This is my sign to not go to college. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say that's a sign not to go to college. Just, if anything, it was just a funny story. But I had to lay low for the rest of my freshman year. You're sticking to trade school. Ooh, what trade are you in? That's cool. Sorry, I'm looking at photos of Fat right now. Big Bubba was on the run. Yeah, it was bad. Airplane mechanic. That's sick as fuck. Um, that's really cool. But no, I I don't recommend. Oh, here, I'll show you some of my fundraising for making money back for this door. Um, oh, you probably heard it already. Uh, here. I got pied over 100 times. I made $300 off getting pie to my face. You don't hear it? No, you don't hear it. Well, anyways, he says fuck the Seahawks after the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. So I did that to one of your friends. Uh, sorry, you did that to one of your friends. That's pretty fun. Yeah, although I had to walk all the way back to my dorm building just covered in cream. Um, and here wait, I think I have a. Yeah, this is me on my way back. That shirt still smells like whipped cream, and it kind of reeks, and I can't do anything about it. And same with those Carhartt pants. Uh, but it is what it is. I had whipped cream in my ears, in every hole on my face. I felt so disgusting. But yeah. Oh, those are my. Looks like you were forced to take a shower and ran away. No, I took great showers. I loved the one thing I did love about my suite was the fact that I had a private shower. That was great when it was open. Um, yeah, it was awesome. Let's see. we we put a swimming pool on our front deck, but they decided to fill it with or the way they got water into it. Oh, you had communal bathrooms. Yeah, I know. I didn't really want that, so I was like, "Fuck no." They decided to fill this swimming pool up using mop buckets that still have like bleach in them. So every time you'd go in the swimming pool, it'd kind of sting. 3 showers, 2 cells, and oh, that sounds horrible. I'm sorry, man. That's rough. I don't envy you. Um, yeah, no, I like my setup. Yeah, let's see if I have a photo of what my dorm room looks like. It went through a lot of changes. Split gender, but probably 15 guys for that bathroom. Yeah, fuck that. Respectfully. Um. Oh, here's the fizz post. Why the fuck you get an ad, bro? I don't know, bro. I have no control over this shit. I just press start streaming on OBS, bro. I don't know what's going on with Twitch anymore, bro. I opened it up and I had like so many notifications, just like fuck that, and I just opened my chat and here we are. Um, yeah, thanks for the money though. Appreciate it. Let's see. Photo of my dorm room. Eh, I don't really have one. Oh, here's one. Yeah, this 3 cents gonna help, huh? Yeah. Who have I seen from high school so far? Well, I spent my entire summer with Ted. Um, let's see. I've hung out with Franklin, um, Eben, Caleb, Lucas, Teo, Steven. I ran into Amani. Ran into Forrest. Um, who else? Oh, spent a lot of time with Joel. Um, let's see. Trying to think. Not that many people. I've kind of just been doing my own thing. I don't know. I don't really have any close friends in Seattle anymore. Um, I know, right? All those names sound interesting, and I am dragging them out of my ass. They don't exist. Uh, let's see who else. Yeah, no, he can confirm these are real people. Um, who else have I run into? Ugh, Audrey, Cena, Rich, um, Mahal. Forrest almost caught a case, right? That was Forrest? I have no clue. I thought Hugo did. I'm not sure. Um, who else have I seen? I guess I went to that reunion party at Eleonora's, and I saw a lot of people there. Yeah, Hugo dropped out of Cornell and is now pursuing modeling, but apparently the reason he dropped out of Cornell was because he was about to catch a case and left before they could do anything about it. But that's word of mouth. I don't have any confirmed sources on that. That's just what I've heard. Um, you know, I haven't really seen all that many. Oh, I saw like Oscar and I don't know if you remember Nate. I saw Alex Hyde. um, yeah. Oh, I saw Milo and Max and Caitlin. Oh yeah. Yeah, that one. Who else? The big schlanker, indeed. Yeah, I saw him at like a alumni reunion thing for our elementary school. Um, and Jode. That's pretty much it. I haven't really gone out of my way to say hi to people. Ah, what the hell was that? Jump scare. Oh, those don't work anymore, dude. It did scare me though. Jump scare 2, 7 minutes ago. Yo, why did that just show up now? I don't know. Oh no, you just redeemed it. Why didn't it pull up? Is that what this is? I just sent that. Dude. I don't know how to control this anymore. I'm sorry. I don't know if those work. I just got noise in my ear. All right, well, it's nice to somewhat catch up even if it's through a Twitch chat. Yeah. I'm probably gonna end stream here anyways. I've got nothing to do. I'm just gonna probably go get high. So it was lovely to catch up with everybody. These two people that are very, very random. Um, but no, we should catch up sometime soon. Yeah. Good luck next year, buddy. All right. I'm probably gonna head out here. So I just did this to. I'm down. You've been a bum all summer. I thought are you working at the yacht club? Adios. All right. Kid Cool. Thanks for checking in. Good luck with trade school. Good luck being a aircraft mechanic. That sounds sick as fuck. Um, and good luck with the rest of your move. Hopefully it cools down a bit. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.